Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be recapping the Ninth Doctor Adventures Series 1, which was released throughout 2021, and the big final box set was released at the beginning of 2022. But before I get on to that, I'm recording this episode on the 16th of February 2026, and this is a range that we never thought would exist, certainly not without a recast. We didn't ever think that Christopher Eccleston would return as the Doctor. Just a reminder that Christopher Eccleston was the Ninth Doctor during the 2025 series of Doctor Who. That was the series that it came back on TV, and then left and regenerated David Tennant at the end of series 1. And kind of we knew that it wasn't necessarily on the best relationship with the production team. So we didn't think that Christopher Eccleston had never expressed that he wanted to be the Doctor again. And we are unlikely to see it on TV again, but we didn't think in any form. Never mind Big Finish, but yeah. And it kind of the first series, which I'm talking about in this episode, is a 4 box set. So each series, each of the first 3 series of the Ninth Doctor Adventures contains 4 box sets. So we're going to start off with Ravagers, which was released in May 2021 with the following synopsis. 3 brand new adventures featuring Christopher Eccleston, as the Ninth Doctor. We start off with Spear of Freedom with the following synopsis. On the Spear of Freedom, the Doctor is about to shut down an evil immersive games business empire. He's assisted by a valiant galley chef called Nova, but his plan spectacularly fails, and who exactly is Audrey? We then have Cataclysm. Nova is dislocated in time, while the Time Lady is out of control. Meanwhile, the Doctor is about to face the end of the universe, or is that just the Battle of Waterloo? We then have Food Fight. The TARDIS is starting to get a little crowded. Audrey finds herself haunted by a ghostly Doctor. This set was recorded in 2020 and stars Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor, Camilla Bibu as Nova, and Jay McKenna as Audrey. That's kind of the main set, and Dan Starkey appears as a Roman gladiator at all. So before I spoil it and give you my thoughts on the Ninth Doctor Adventures Ravagers, here's the trailer.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Ninth Doctor Adventures, Volume 1, Ravagers.
I'm back! I'm really back in the TARDIS. You did it, old girl.
Endless possibilities and events. Future, past, and everything in between.
I have done the thing! Temporal thing, radiating from the TARDIS like nobody's business.
Doctor, I honestly don't know how this could have happened.
Come on, get in.
Oh my God!
It's all right. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. I wasn't talking to you. Centurion!
Did you just fall out of the sky or something?
Sort of.
Yeah. So you lied to her.
I meant what I said.
Doctor! If you can hear me, you better get here soon!
Run for it, lads! Run!
But if you stay here, waving your swords and spears around,
You'll be blown off the face of the earth.
that macho enough for you?
He's really done it now.
Nova! Hang on to something! Sir! Stop this!
I can't agree more, Doctor.
Audrey, no! Put that gun!
How can this be inside your police box?
Perfectly reasonable question. Target! We're being overrun! We've got to withdraw!
That sounded a bit polite for a giant mechanical monster.
Got no idea, sir. I just...
The hell are these people?
Just quiet, please, all of you!
Sort of terrifying.
Pretty much sums it up.
What if they grab you and try to wipe your brain?
They can try. Right. Shall we get on with this? That's not just amazing, it's fantastic!
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the trailer for the Ninth Doctor Adventures Ravagers. Now this is kind of a 3-hour story, kind of very complicated, lots of timey-wiminess. The Ninth Doctor travelling by himself, that will change in the future, but spoilers for future episodes with that. But yeah, it's the Ravagers kind of is kind of a bit of fun to introduce us or reintroduce us to the Ninth Doctor, because it's been 16 years since his series was released. Obviously, I did not watch it when I was 1, so a lot less than that to me, because I think I'd probably just watched the Ninth Doctor's series and then kind of jumped into Big Finish and found that Christopher Eccleston had recorded some audios. So yeah, and probably is becoming probably one of the new series Doctor has recorded the most Big Finishes. I think he must be up there now, getting there. But yeah, kind of we thought it was never happened. This entire Ravagers has been written by Nicholas Briggs, so it is one long story with Nova kind of his companion in the story. Yeah, and kind of with time basically folding in on itself and everything going wrong, and kind of it is a nice kind of exploration of kind of the new series Doctor Who kind of, and the first new series Doctor Who. Big Finish had never had full cast audios with before, and kind of have never stopped really ever since. But yeah, kind of that was Ravagers, which was released in May 2021. Then we go on to the second box set in the Ninth Doctor Adventures Series 1, which is titled, nearly there, Respond to All Calls, which was released in August 2021, which has the same synopsis as the other one. 3 brand new adventures featuring Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor. And the first story in this set is Girl Deconstructed, written by Lisa McMullen, with the following synopsis. Marnie is missing, but she hasn't run away as her dad fears. Marnie is still very much at home, but not quite as she was. The Doctor joins forces with missing persons detective Jana Lee to help solve the mystery of a girl who's gone to pieces. We then have Fright Motif, written by Tim Foley, with the following synopsis. In post-war Paris, musician Artie Berger has lost his mojo, but gained a predator, something that seeps through the cracks of dissonance to devour the unwary. Luckily for Artie, the Doctor is here. Unluckily for everyone, he needs bait to trap a monster. We then have Planet of the End, written by Timothy X. Attack, with the following synopsis. The Doctor arrives on a Mushilusum world for sightseeing and light pedantry, correcting its planetary records. The resident AI has other ideas. Deep within a tomb, something stirs. Oculus is the last resting place of a species far too dangerous to exist, and the Doctor is its way back. This set was recorded on the 11th, 12th, and 18th of January 2021, and stars Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor. Kind of, there's no other names here, apart from Gemma Willan, who plays Zazie Vincent, who I think is a small character. She plays the meddling nun in one of the Missy stories, but spoilers for the Missy range, which I will talk about in a future episode. So before I tell you my thoughts on the Ninth Doctor Adventures, Respond to All Calls, here's the trailer.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Ninth Doctor Adventures, Volume 2.
Excuse me.
Hello.
We do have a tradesman's entrance.
I thought I'd try the front door for once.
It's echoing.
Not quite. It's drawn to sound, then pulls it along in its wake. Stay absolutely still.
And that's our cue. Run!
Can I see your identification?
Absolutely. There you go. Who am I?
Detective Superintendent John Smith.
Yes, I am. Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? You're a hotel inspector, but I thought... I can't argue with the paperwork.
Every town has a house like this. A house that children whisper about around campfires. A house that people hurry past. A haunted house.
I don't know where I am.
You worried whatever happened to the Andersons is going to happen to you?
Who are the Andersons?
I don't know what happened to them.
These are the minutes of the dead.
I feel
What do you feel?
scared in a way I haven't felt since a very long time.
It arrives as forecast. The resurgence.
It arrives. Has the incursant named itself?
The Doctor.
Repeat that immediately.
The Doctor.
Something's coming. Something terrifying.
Big Finish. We love stories.
So yeah, unlike unlike Ravagers, is very separate stories by three different writers. So Girl Deconstructed is where the Doctor tries to track down a missing person, and it becomes clear that kind of this species that grants wishes as teenagers who want to run away. Kind of it grants that with trying to be nice, basically, and kind of obviously that doesn't sit right with some of the humans. Obviously, for the Doctor, that is kind of normal, but for everyday people, ordinary people, that's not as everyday. And that is a story set in the present. Then we go to Fright Motif by Tim Foley, which is obviously a past story, which you didn't hear a lot of, but basically it's a darker story actually, this one, and focuses on depression, really, and kind of what happens to music with that and how it helps and all that. And then we have Planet of the End, which kind of takes place in the future, and in space, where basically the Doctor is trapped and kind of is because someone or a company wants his regeneration ability, and he basically has to bargain for it by giving it. I think it's like a loan of some description, which is very strange to talk about in the sense of a body. But yeah, and it ends with kind of, I think, a rabbit in it, or some sort of animal, like cute animal that kind of the Doctor relates to and helps the Doctor escape and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, now we're on to the third set in the Ninth Doctor Adventures Series 1, which is titled what's it titled again? Next one, Lost Warriors, which was released in November 2021. And here is the synopsis. 3 brand new adventures featuring Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor. The Doctor meets many strangers on his travels. Some are destined to end up friends, whilst others always going to become his enemies. And some are once warriors with reasons of their own to remain hidden from the universe. We start off with The Hunting Season, written by James Kettle, with the following synopsis. Dewberry Hall is under siege as aliens maraud through the estate. It's a frightful business, and as Lord Hawthorne battles the Fleshkin, the Doctor finds new friends below stairs. Can he convince the household to unite to save itself? We then have The Curse of Lady Macbeth, written by Lizzie Hopley, with the following synopsis. TARDIS is drawn to Scotland again, to the troubled kingdom of Moray, and its Queen Grosh, or as the Doctor knows her better, Lady Macbeth. While some believe she's the cause of her people's woes, she may yet become their saviour. We then have Monsters in Metropolis, written by John Dorney, Berlin, 1927. The making of a science fiction legend, but death stalks the film set, and history is not what the Doctor expects it to be. And this new machine man is a more terrifying vision of humanity's future that Fritz Lang had in mind. This set was recorded on, we don't know when because it doesn't say, and does star Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor, Annette Badland as Mrs. Goose, Nicholas Briggs as a Cyberman. So I suppose we could talk about that. Neve McIntosh, who plays Madame Vastra in the Past Moscag, also appears as Gruash in this. Helen Godwin, who directs loads of episodes of Big Finish, plays Anna Dreyfus. I think that's kind of it for the main cast. So before I end up spoiling the Ninth Doctor Adventures Lost Warriors, here is the trailer.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Ninth Doctor Adventures, Lost Warriors.
Do you suppose it's safe to be out of doors?
Safe now, I should think. They only seem to come out at night. What? 1925? Come on, I can't be far out. Look at the state here.
Look at the state of us.
1925?
Why do you keep saying that?
I want to talk about your butler, Stretton.
Something moves in the mist. Don't look at it.
Hello, ladies.
Oh no.
Do beg your pardon.
I am Queen Clea.
Oh, you're much more than that. You're Lady Macbeth.
Tell this demon to leave our home.
Tell us to get out of here.
Well, we've invited an audience. The pitchfork kind.
I'm not afraid of you, little man. I know what you bring, and I know your limits.
Well, I'm glad someone does. I'm the Doctor.
Doctor.
Yeah, now, stand still, because if that thing turns nasty, I don't want it to take your feet off.
Lights. Roll camera. Actors, go!
Look at it, the pinnacle of silent film.
As opposed to what other sort?
You're Machine Man. I need it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hairline, I promise you will not regret this.
You're making Metropolis.
Of course. Everyone knows this.
Fantastic.
Fritz Lang. Actual Fritz Lang.
I've got a knack. I'm good with lost things.
I'm sure you are.
Lovely and shiny.
Good God.
Big Finish. We love stories.
So that was the trailer for the Ninth Doctor Adventures Lost Warriors. Now, this set is an interesting one because, like, the first two stories are kind of like, oh, these are normal Doctor Who stories. Then we reach the third and final story, Monsters in Metropolis, written by the amazing John Doherty, where the Machine Man turns out to be a Cyberman. So it's the first time that the Ninth Doctor has faced off against the Cybermen, because obviously he didn't meet them in his TV era stories. And actually leads into the finale of the Ninth Doctor Adventures Series 1, but more on that in a minute. But yeah, it is kind of interesting that kind of this set is setting up the finale. Well, obviously, it's the third out of the fourth box set, so obviously the fourth box set is the finale. So it is good that they do that, but it is a really interesting set because some of it's standalone, some of it's set up for the finale. So yeah, and kind of it. The Ninth Doctor versus the Cybermen is something that we probably should have got, and we probably would have got if Christopher Eccleston had done a second series, just based off that the 10th Doctor faced them in Series 2, that you would imagine that the Ninth Doctor, if he'd sticked around, would have done the same. So it is nice to finally get that. But yeah, kind of that. I'm trying not to say too much till we get to the finale, so we are going to talk about that now. So, yeah, we are on to... annoying. I thought I was going to do something. There we are. So the finale of the Ninth Doctor Adventures at Series 1 is titled Old Friends and was released in February 2022 with the following synopsis. Travelling the universe alone, the Doctor can't help running into people. Some are new acquaintances and some have a much longer history back through all of his lives. We start off with Fond Farewell, written by David K. Barnes, with the following synopsis. Fond Farewell is the intergalactic funeral parlour with a difference. The deceased attend their own wake, invited by celebrated naturalist Flynn Beckett. To his memorial, the Doctor finds he's not quite the man he was, but who would steal the memories of the dead. We then have Way of the Burman, written by Roy Gill, with the following synopsis. Young Sam Bishop is at crossroads with girlfriend Fiona. She's staying in Scotland, he wants to travel the world. As the Burman celebrations begin, ghosts hunt the Fourth Bridge. Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart arrives to investigate, and so does the Doctor. We then have The Fourth Generation, also written by Roy Gill, with the following synopsis. The Fourth Generation have emerged. The Doctor, the Brigadier, Sam and Fiona are at their mercy. Is there a way to defeat them? Has Unit learnt from the past, and can the enemy's nature be changed for the future? This set was recorded on the 22nd, 23rd, and 25th of February 2021, so a whole year before this set was released. And does star Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor, Nicholas Briggs as the Cybermen, Warren Brown as Sam Bishop, John Coleshaw as Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, and Eleanor Lawless as Fiona McCall. That is the main cast, there's more cast to it. But before I do spoil the Ninth Doctor Adventures Old Friends out of pure excitement, here's the trailer.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Ninth Doctor Adventures, Old Friends.
Welcome to my funeral.
Sarah Jane always knew you'd go distinguished. Or was that Harry?
Explain the USP.
Our premium service allows for the most personal farewell between the deceased and their loved ones that science can presently provide. For a few hours, we can restore their mind and body to the very peak of health.
But what for?
So the dead can return and attend their own funerals.
Oi! What's wrong? I thought we were going at the same time. It would have looked amazing.
Remember, killer on the loose.
Yep,
to worry, but this is going to hurt.
What, me?
No, me!
Brigadier Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart.
Hello? You open? Oh, we just got here, mate. Okay, whatever. One Americano, one hazelnut latte, as soon as you can. You what?
You know about green men?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. You love it. Every single moment. I can tell.
Yes, well, it's tough. Pays to keep a hand in. That's why I've been helping out down at the base.
What base is that?
Running log of the HMS Columba, experimental sub, day 312.
Happy's fun. The doctor's a sterling chap, and please call me Alistair. My shouting days are over.
As you like, Alistair. I'm Sam Bishop, second lieutenant.
What is this machinery about you, this fearsome energy?
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
Say, so many of them, no matter how dangerous it was, wonderful work. Such a pity he's dead.
That was the trailer for Old Friends. Obviously, this set contains 2 stories, basically. I know there were 3 episodes. But let's start with Fond Farewell, which is an interesting one, kind of gives us a glimpse into what funerals could look like in the future, where kind of with technology, with the person that's dead to actually visit their own funeral, which funerals I've unfortunately had to go to one, and it is not the nicest place, and I think the idea of that person showing up is going to kind of stress everyone out, but something doesn't quite add up. There seems to be there's a lot of theme of memory loss in this, and kind of who's got rid of those memories and why, and all of that kind of stuff, and it kind of turns out to be the wife, because he was having an affair and all of this kind of stuff, that she wants him to be remembered as the person that he was, that she remembers him, not the full version of him, which obviously isn't necessarily great, because then that's a tainted view at that person. And then we get into the 2-part finale titled Way of the Broomman and the Fourth Generation, which does include the Doctor reuniting with the Brigadier, now voiced by John Coleshaw, originally played by Nicholas Courtney on the TV, but and I think he did a few more audios, but yeah, obviously now no longer with us, so now Jonathan Coleshaw has taken over that role, as well as the 12th Doctor, not the third Doctor, which I mean he voices all the audio novels as well, and plays the Master and all of it. He plays loads and loads of characters, so back to this, and Sam Bishop, who is a member of the Big Finish unit team. Obviously, hadn't heard any of the unit stuff yet, so this was my introduction to Sam Bishop, and I was really interested because Maureen Browner is a well-known actor in the UK, so I was interested to see who Sam Bishop was, because it's a Big Finish original character. So that was interesting. And kind of this is the 2-part finale with the 9th Doctor, Sam, Fiona, and the Brigadier facing off against the Cybermen. So kind of following on from Monsters in Metropolis. From Lost Warriors, that kind of does that, and it is kind of quite nice to have a full-on 2-part finale like it would have happened on the TV, because kind of 12 episodes across the 4 box sets. Obviously, there used to be 13 episode season. The Doctor had a 13 episode season. So that kind of continues that theme, and it does continue right up into 2026 until 2027, but I'll get to that in a future episode. But yeah, kind of it is quite nice. So but that's it. So let me know what you thought of the Night Doctor Adventures Season 1, if you've listened to any of it. My recap, if you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, and I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.